Hey guys, so today we're going to do a quite interesting tasting, quite different to the normal tastings we'll do, and that is a comparative tasting. So this in front of us is the 2021 Morgon from Domaine Lapierre, one of my favourite domains actually across the Beaujolais and, to be honest, all of France. What they have done for this vintage, I'm not sure if they've done it for other vintages before, is do two separate bottlings. So these two wines are vinified identically. They both use semi-carbonic maceration. They both do 9 to 20 days of skin maceration as well, and then they both do 9 months in barrel. The difference comes at bottling. So to my right is the Sulphur, so there's no sulfur added at bottling for this particular bottle, and there is 10 to 15 milligrams added on this one. Now, why do they do that? Potentially, some domains do this for their export markets, so they will keep the Sulphur for their domestic sales and they'll send the sulphur bottled for export. What we're looking at here is what difference this can make to the wine. Of course, it's going to make some difference. If it presented completely identically, then I would be a little bit worried. These have had no sulfur anywhere else during their vinification process or their aging. They're both made identically, as I said. And I'll start aromatically with the Sulphur. So yeah, I mean, I hate to be stereotypical here, but there is an element of wildness to this one. So you get a lot more earthy, a lot more herbal character, and the fruit isn't as forward as you would probably expect from a Beaujolais or from a Morgon. Yeah, I'll be that guy and be like, yeah, it's a bit wild for the Sulphur, yeah? Yeah, but definitely interesting. The fruit characters as well, they might be taking a little bit of a backseat, but they're definitely there, and they present in a very different way, a bit more wild berry rather than your, blackberries from the supermarket.
I love that. Blackberries from the supermarket.
Hey, but you're not foraging. These aren't the foraged berries that you think they are, but it is what it is. I guess with the sulphur bottle, you see that the fruit presents a lot more precisely. Everything is much more precise here and kind of in line, it's contained. The fruit, the slight kind of minerality, the granitic kind of flavors, this lead pencil thing that I always seem to get with grapes grown on granite soils, even though most people will dispute this. Again, it presents on the palate very classically, so quite rounded edges, nothing out of place, nothing out of the ordinary, quite fruit forward. Blackberries and also red cherries in there for me on this one. It's all the way there. The finish is pleasant, nothing out of the ordinary here at all, still very fresh, still very vibrant. A classic Morgon, in my opinion, in the best of the best quality. So let's have a look at the Sulphur bottle and see if there is a difference on the palate as there was aromatically. I'm not here to tell you which one's better, that's for sure. This is completely up to you. If I was an enthusiast, I would definitely try both, potentially with a group of people around and get an idea for what you gravitate more towards. But I find the Sulphur bottle is definitely a little bit more vibrant, less behaved. There's fruits everywhere, there's kind of this granitic touch everywhere, a little bit floral, but the herbaceous nature, not from a green grass perspective, but more from that, dried herbs, dried thyme, that kind of thing, is definitely more prominent. And I guess again, the fruit might take a back seat, but when it does come, when it does hit the back of your palate, when you are looking through that finish a little bit, you really get a bit more of an exploratory nature to the wine in general. Of course, again, it is a little bit wilder than the wine that's had some sulphur added to it, but both fantastic wine, quite juicy, quite direct, quite fruit driven when they need to be, but yeah, they present in such different ways. It's a cool experiment to do and one that I think you should do as well.